Burn them bow down, making Dylan heat drum, but the bow wow. Oh, are we rolling?
We're rolling.
I was on my phone, man. I was
Fucking off, as they would say.
No, so welcome back to another episode of Mike and Dylan Hate Drama, where we talk about shit, we give some advice. Look, it's a podcast. All right. That's we're gonna talk about things. We're gonna do what we want when we want to. And if you don't like it, then I'm sorry, please keep watching.
Are you gonna break the heartbreaking news to them?
What heartbreaking news?
About the conspiracy podcast?
Oh yeah, so we're not gonna look. We're just gonna talk about shit on here, man. This another one with
Another one.
all the shit. Look, fuck
Another
that.
one.
Fuck that. Yeah. I'm trying to be a fisherman right now, so
Mike has put in like a solid, like he's trying to get his 10,000 hours of fishing like within like this year. Like he's trying to. I don't know how many hours are in a year, but like
I had my tooth removed 3 days ago. Everything's going well. Not in pain anymore, so I can enjoy life. And I decided to take up fishing. The problem is, I ain't have a daddy, and I don't know how to fish.
Well, does Claude really know like any tips? Because that's been your daddy for the past little bit.
He has tips, but his tips are generated from the internet, so it's all essentially the same stuff. Out of 2 days of fishing, brother, I have not.
How many hours too?
In the past 3 days, probably around 20 hours. Like
But
at least
also-
almost one full day.
When are you doing it? Because I haven't fished in a while, so like I'm not like the best, but like we always were fishing at like dusk and dawn were like the hot times. Middle of the day kind of sucks because it's like really hot unless you're going into shady areas. But like fish don't really like, and then like at nighttime they're not just like going wild.
So it came up because my middle son was like, Dad, I want to try fishing out. I was like, all right. So got some cheap Walmart poles, and I was like, let's go, bud. 20 minutes in, he was like, it's too hot. I don't like this. This is all stupid when I reel it in. And I don't know what I'm doing here.
I haven't caught a fish, and I at least cast it out twice. And there's no fish on here.
He thought, like, as soon as we went in, he was like, all right, where are they at? And I was just, it don't work like that. So then.
Well, he's probably played one of those, like, video games where you're, like, fishing, and it's like,
yeah,
every,
like
3 seconds, it's like, I got a fish.
You're just racking up the fishes. So, of course, my daughter, who just likes hanging out with me, who's like, yeah, let's do anything. She goes with me, and then she really enjoys it. So we have just been struggling, really, honestly, conversating. I don't even go out to fish. I just
hanging out.
Yeah. And what's so funny is if you would have seen yesterday we didn't go for that long. The second time we went out, the first time we went out for like 2 hours, didn't catch nothing. The second time we went out from, I think, about 8 o'clock at night to 1 in the morning. And then I come home, and I was wearing this white shirt, and I'm drenched in sweat and sardines and all sorts of stuff. And it's therapeutic in a way, because honestly, I want to catch a fucking fish. All right. I'm trying to say it's therapeutic. I'm trying to be like, look, really out there in the lake, we find ourselves. I'm fucking retarded, bro.
You're gonna like Happy Gilmore in a minute and just be like snap the pole.
Right,
like,
yeah. I'm like, where are you? What the fuck? Like mid conversation, I just look at Alithia. I'm like, bro, if we were from like 100 years ago, bro, y'all be dead.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, if
there is not, like, y'all be like, oh, we got this dad who can't catch a singular motherfucking fish.
Well, if the apocalypse were to happen right now, like if like the whole, like, the end of all things that we know right now, you would be like, oh, well, I guess we're starving. Which I haven't fished in forever, so I can't like talk mad shit either, because I grew up with a pond in my front yard, so we fished all the time. Like, it was just like that was the thing to do, because we didn't have video games, we didn't have anything. We had a pond in the front yard, and my dad was like, especially during the summer times, he's like, TV off, no, get the fuck outside. And so we were, catching frogs, catching tadpoles, fishing, doing all that stuff. And so I did a lot of fishing, but then once I found drugs and girls at like 15, I was like,
naturally,
this sucks. Like, no, this is way more fun to do these other things. So like when we moved down to North Carolina, I like was never around. My parents used to go out fishing when we moved down here. We still had like a canoe that we brought down from that pond, and so they'd go out on the lakes and go fishing every Saturday and Sunday. And I was like, once again, drinking and hanging out with girls. That's way cooler. So that's what I always spent my time doing. And I guess at this point, I've got 2 kayaks. I'd take them out from time to time, but it would be fun to, just drown some worms and make some fish late for dinner.
I fucking love hearing Dylan talk about his just like poor child. He's like, yeah, and the pond we have out in the front yard and
in front of our single wide trailer, bro.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was a Jurassic Park 1. They're in a little mobile home. That's like a $200,000 operation.
It was in BFE, New York, and it was a rent to own situation where my parents rented the trailer. And then in the 90s, my parents started doing better. So like by the time I was like 10 or 12, like they decided they were going to buy the place. And then by the time I was 15, my mom and dad both had decent jobs. My mom worked in a factory. My dad was painting for a ski resort. And so since their jobs were decent, we upgraded from a single wide to a double wide. And then in the process of from the time I was 15 to the time I was 18, my parents lost everything because like basically my dad lost his job. There was, falling out of our finances. And then so we declared bankruptcy and came down to North Carolina to be closer to my brother. So like, I mean, yes, there were like high times in it, but like between the time I was like, born to the time I was probably 10, we were getting like,
just bust out the monocle, bro. You ain't got a lot of me. Just bust
food,
out.
Whatever it is, like peanut butter in the big fucking tin cans and like cheese blocks from like the food pantry and all that stuff. Like I said, my parents would go and do all that stuff. You said your parents were too proud to go do that
what
stuff.
What the fuck, man? Like, listen, I'm cool with them being a crackhead. Like, my parents can be a crackhead. Use the food stamps for food.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't got...
those are for. Like we're hungry.
I'm ashamed to do it.
So we're going to sell it.
Like, as a man, it's hard for me to go up to one of them churches. And it's hard to look a man in the face and tell him that you need help because, you try to get by in society and it's like the more you struggle and the more you try, the harder everything gets. And it's just hard for me to look a man in the eyes and say, hey, I need help. And I'm like, bro, I get that. Look, I get that. Stop smoking crack. Like if you just did that, you wouldn't have to do that. Okay. You wouldn't have to do that. If you just stop. Just stop smoking crack, bro.
And stop selling the food stamps for money to buy crack.
Like, that's all you had to do.
Tell you what, give me the food stamps. I'll go buy the food. And you don't
honestly,
have to do it at all.
Hearing about your childhood, and you're like, it was like low, and then there was ups, and then there was lows. And it's like, I just like a good,
yours was just consistent. Yeah, I was consistent the whole way.
Like, I didn't get used to anything. I wasn't like, we got a steady supply of Hot Pockets in the freezer, so everything's going pretty great right now. But yeah, I mean, fucking the fish, I don't know. I guess they're not biting. Maybe there's like a conspiracy. Maybe I need to.
I think it's the timing.
Good.
You're fishing in the middle of the night the whole time. So like you got to figure out what is going to be biting in the middle of the night, and it's not just
nothing. Nothing. There's nothing out there. I don't think.
Well, I think catfish are.
I don't think there's a fish in either lake that we go to.
And you're fishing from the bank. So once again, like it's like I know a lot of people go out like catfishing through the night, but they're not. They're like in a boat going to where the catfish might be rather than just being like fishing off the side of the lake. So maybe we can get some input on the proper technique to fish off the side of the lake, or I can let you borrow my kayak and you strap it to your car and you guys go out in the middle of the lake in the middle of the night. And
I'll dead ass do that. My daughter's gonna be so scared. She's like, are we trained for this? I'm like, not at all. Not at all. I'm going to where the fish are. Where are they? I'm going to where they're at. Obviously, when we get there, we'll see where they're at.
Imagine if she catches a fish and then it just starts like pulling her way and you're like sitting there trying to paddle to catch up to her because she's like, oh, I can't let go.
I said like a guy was catching sharks from a kayak and I was just like if you die, what do they say at your funeral?
He had a fun ride at the end.
Yeah. Well, it's just like with the Jeffrey. Could you imagine having to be the priest at Jeffrey Epstein's funeral? Even though I think he's Jewish, but imagine. All right.
Well, they got to say good things about
like Bill Cosby. They have to. Like, imagine when Bill Cosby dies. Okay, and they have his funeral, and look, the guys are just like sitting there. They're waiting. All funeral service guys, they're happy people because I guess when you see that much death, you can only see the optimistic things in life. Which, when my grandpa died, they came to get him, and as they were about to walk in, I was like, wait a second, guys. I just want to warn you, there's a dead guy in there. And they were like the funniest fucking people, bro. They crack so many fucking jokes, and they're so they're so morbid about everything. But can you imagine them just like sitting there, and because there's usually like 3 or 4 guys, and they're like, all right, what's his name? And they're like, Bill Cosby. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's like the celebrity, and they're like, it is him. And you're just like, that's you, George. And it's like, George's like, fuck that shit. That's you, Ricky. And then, fucking during the service is like, Bill was a godly man. He definitely touched a lot of people. Some say that his personality was intoxicating. It's just like that's got to be fucking. It's got to be rough because you do have to say good things.
I think they always like subvert it by being like, he wasn't a perfect man, but deep down he really meant well. Like he tried to make sure that he spread good amongst the people.
That's my thing. I've had some hellion friends die, and they'll just be like. And deep down, and I was like, brother,
no.
I've been up with that guy till like 5:30 in the morning.
I've seen deep down
doing coke. I've seen all the way through this guy. It's just all crazy shit. And then we're like, he did love God and want a relationship. So now you guys.
So you remember that video that I was showing you where he's like, fuck God, I don't give a fuck. I'd fuck Satan in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's the godly man that you were talking about? Oh, no, I don't think that was the same guy.
No, not at all. And they always do that too. I don't know. Funerals are just lame, man. Like I get it when you die. I guess we're all supposed to be sad and like show up to a place and cry. But just like, I don't know, celebrate the person. Just do that. Don't go to a place where you're automatically, this is going to be sad and we got to go into his funeral and shit like that. And if you got like a dead kid, don't fucking at me because I don't know how to deal with that shit. I'm
burning the world down.
Yeah.
It's just like.
What sucks is having 3 kids because you can't just like, you can just be.
Yeah, no, because you still got to be there for the other 2. But no, so I've got my wife reading into like Stoicism and stuff, and like that's the thing, is like I don't adhere to any specific mindset thing, but like one of the things that really fucked her up the other day was she was listening to a podcast about it, or like I think it was an audiobook, and it was talking about like how the Stoics, like I think it was Epictetus or Marcus Aurelius, but like one of them was talking about how like anytime they kiss like their loved one, like their partner, they're like they just imagine their death, and so that they're like they prepare themselves for the worst things always. And like I was just like that's
before they go to war, right?
No, just all the time, every day. Like they just imagine like the worst, so that they're always prepared for the bad things that are going to happen in life. And like I get the point of like not being scared of the bad things in life, but like to like preemptively just constantly be like, oh yeah, no, my wife's gonna die. She'll eventually die. She's gonna die. And
I mean, terrible things often happen when you least expect it. So if you go in every day just always expecting, I mean, you're gonna have
fucking crazy.
You're gonna just be like, you fucking just like Eeyore over there, just like, well, nobody died today, but it's coming.
Well, see, they do it in a positive, like it's a weird dynamic that they've got going on. Like they do it in so that when it happens, they're prepared for it, but they're not like, they're very positive people in general, but like they're just making it so that they're not like taken out of their element when it happens. But like, it's just like, that's kind of like, that's a bridge too far for me to just be like, okay, so like I'm going to be prepared for this negative thing to happen. So I'm just going to think about like my wife, this happens, great. No, not every day. Can't do it.
All right, so we're going to get to a bit of advice, and then I don't know, what's happening in the world today right now?
You're the internet guy. Somebody called me out on that. They're like, does Dylan even internet? And I was like, no, I avoid the internets if I can.
I mean, we have the Epstein AI. That didn't happen conveniently.
Is that like a Mandela effect or?
No, yeah, it's a Mandela effect because we told you it didn't happen. So you sit there and you fucking relish in the fact that it never fucking happened. And if you think it did happen, you thought wrong.
Yeah.
If you keep thinking it, then we're gonna get angry. Like that's like a forced Mandela effect. It was like, yeah, we got Epstein. All right, we have him, and he has this whole island full of children. We got a list. We actually released some of the files.
Had trials about it and everything, like fucking crazy.
And then it's just like, no, none of that ever happened. He actually did kill himself. The FBI investigated and come to find out all that stuff that we were actually doing.
It was made up.
And around that guy, yeah, none of that happened. He was just who believes that? Like who listens to that? Because look, like I told you, I don't like Republicans or Democrats, but you got to be throating Donald Trump. Like you got to have the whole cock in your throat and balls in your mouth to believe that.
Well, I think you got to buy in so hardcore that like you can't admit that this person that you've idolized could have any sort of flaws to them.
People who like politics, they're like abused women.
Yes.
One day he's going.
Oh no, he's
perfect.
Changed.
He's perfect. Oh, he was just drunk.
Yeah. Oh, see, you're looking at this all wrong. Like, no, you got to understand the intent behind it. Like he was just there protecting us.
I went to the gas station and got a drink, and because he mapped it and said that it only takes 2 minutes to get there, 2 minutes back, and I was gone for 7 minutes. He assumed I spent that 3 minutes fucking somebody. So really, it was my fault that he beat my ass. Yeah. So
I shouldn't have wasted that time going to the bathroom because I had to shit really bad.
And then one day she walks up, and you're just like, "So how's everything going?" And you're like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Well, how?" You get away from Tim. Why would I get away from Tim? Because he abuses you all the time. It was like, no, that's never happened. What? Who told you that?
You did.
You bitch! Like the gash is on your face when I had to visit you in the emergency room. We fucking made Earl How to Die. Like we went through that whole music video. Like what are you talking about? It's like, no, I think you are remembering it incorrectly.
I don't know why you'd put that on him. Nothing like that ever happened.
That's so wild, man. That's so it just never happened. Like fuck it. Which that shows you that fucking Republicans and Democrats can team up on something and be like, yeah, guys, this never happened.
They're the same fucking people because, like, literally anything that comes across that little stupid fucking box that all the pundits talk about, it's like, yep, no, that's the truth now. It's the truth. Did you not see the new truth that we have to believe in? Like, right, that's what it is.
Did you not see the new truth we have to believe in? That's it. So good. That's such a great representation of the world. Did you not see the new truth we have to believe in? I'm one of those guys. Yeah.
You're
icebreakers. We are on... coming up 2 weeks, no smoking, which I got to say, everybody was like, oh, you're going to feel so great. I feel more racist. Like, I feel like prejudice. If I assume that you are something and you do something in public that I don't like, I'm just immediately like whispering slurs under my breath. It is...
all people like you.
Yeah, all people. No,
just group them all together.
Not like singling anybody out. I mean, I single you out when I say a slur because there's not slurs for everybody. But yeah, at what point am I just like, okay, this is great. I get it.
I think you were way closer to that on like day like 3 than you are now. Like, I think you are more like edgy and like, wanting a cigarette than you were on like day 3 or 4. Like, you're still positive and like, yeah, it's all good. And I'm pretty much good. Like, I don't even think about them anymore. And then now you're like back to like the, when's this gonna
I think I went through like the 2 thing, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna be in pain, and I'm gonna have all this stuff, and like all the stuff gone. I'm gonna be 100%, and now it's like we're 100%. We're good. Like now I'm not in the pain, and I feel normal again. And it's like we feel normal, Mike. Why are we not ingesting a fuck ton of nicotine? But at this point, my kids know. So yep. I can never go back to smoking because I fucking immediately let them down. Look, okay, another thing. So there was a video that came. There's actually 2 videos that are pretty viral right now. One, and let me know what you would do in this situation. A father is getting robbed at gunpoint. Okay, and he takes off. Leaves his kid in the car. To which the car then got stolen with the kid inside.
What?
So
wait, was he in the car? Or he was not in the car?
Well, I think he was in the car, started getting jacked for the car. He might have been going to the car. I've not actually watched the video. It's just a really popular video. I more enjoy the jokes of everybody roasting the guy.
It seems like a really fucked up, like, what do you do in that scenario? Like, so, I don't know, like,
he then rebutted, and people are roasting the shit out of him. And listen, I enjoy, like, he could have had, like, the most legit excuse. I just enjoy people roasting people, okay? So he said that, yeah, he ran because he assumed he was like just getting robbed. Like, they're not going to sit there and fucking kill a kid. He's like, not everybody is a fucking murderer. And if they are a murderer, they're not a child murderer. This is what he was hinting at. He did not word it like that. I am giving him so much, like, just so much. Like, I'm making him sound
way better,
like Socrates right now. Like, I am, Dylan will tell you, bro, I am like, if you're a company and you do anything, bro, I could be your PR manager. I could spin shit so goddamn well. But that's what he was trying to get at. He's like, hey, you know, he's from the hood. Like, he knows more than you that there's people who fucking rob people infinitely more than there are people who kill people, infinitely more than there are people who kill children. So he knew that literally he was the only one in danger. Now, then he stole the car with his son inside. He got his son safe, and that's all that matters, okay? Listen. But everybody roasted him. There was one guy.
How old was the son?
I think he's on a forklift.
Was he like a baby?
I think he's like 2 or 3. But there was one guy, he was on a forklift, he got a grill. I can't repeat it because he says the N-word like 60. It's the funniest fucking rebuttal to that. I'm going to show you after the podcast. But then another thing that's going on with the internet is the Coldplay video.
That's what my wife was telling me about it this morning. And like when I was telling her about like somebody commenting that I don't internets, and like she had brought up like that thing and like told me kind of the backstory on it. And I was just like, why the fuck do people care about a random person that's fucking cheating on their wife? Like, that's their own problem. And I get that, like, it went out there, but like, my wife said that like literally it was like her whole feed of everybody was fucking sharing and posting about this fucking thing. And it was like
a couple, like 1 or 2 times a year, you get shit that goes like insanely viral.
Yeah.
So last year we had, I think the last really good example was Haktua.
Yeah.
And now you got, you know, this couple. So they're at the concert and they're doing like the cam where they like go to different
kiss
people.
Cams, yeah, like the romance cams.
And it hits them and they immediately like duck down and trying to get away. Bro, if you'd have it's a concert. Nobody's like, that's like watching a firework video. Nobody's watching your video. You're like, bro, look at this fucking video. And it's just like, you barely hear the guitar playing and it's just like more you hear people and fucking shit like that. Nobody's going to watch those videos.
But it's the instant nature of like, as
I'm
soon
doing
as they're
something wrong,
caught,
I have to hide.
as soon as they were caught, they were like, oh shit. Now, like, cause like they feel like they're ambiguous, like they're unknown in this big gigantic crowd until you get on the fucking kiss cam. And then all of a sudden it's like, you know, oh shit, we're found out. Like,
if they had just done nothing,
yeah,
they wouldn't be the most viral story going on right now. So, his wife now knows.
Yeah, obviously.
Everybody's just doing takes on it.
You could do that at the local fucking, you know, the high toms that get like 400 people out to watch their fucking games. And like, you could do that and your wife would know instantly, even though nobody in that stadium
Every single
knows.
body would, everybody's just going to share it because now you've made, it's the Streisand effect. It is the Streisand effect because they made something out of something that was nothing. Like, nobody would have fucking thought anything about that, but they reacted like that and it caused this big fucking reaction. I'm telling you, man, a Streisand effect. How many people we got watch the podcast?
2,000.
Like, it's like 3,000 now altogether. Like 3,000. We have no idea. Okay. Look, we try to get the numbers from Spotify, Apple Podcasts. They'll be like,
there's people that watch.
There's like 10,000 listeners, but you only have 15,000 active listeners. And I'm just like, all right, fuck yeah.
Well, and then there's 25,000 people that have listened, but then there's only 300 people that listened in the past week. But then next week it's 1,500, but then this week it's 3,000.
The funniest shit, because we go through Spotify is our main one, and then it distributes to the other podcasts. So it'll be like, your views on Spotify today, 1,500 listens. And then it'll be like on all the platforms combined.
Including Spotify.
Including Spotify, that's the big thing. It'll be like 1,450. And I'll be like, also, somehow on Apple and Good Pods and everything else, people negative. People
are not watching.
They sucked out the fucking data like a dementor from their phone. They just ran up on somebody in the street that listens to us and just like,
don't fucking listen to this
today. Just sucked out the knowledge from them. They're fucking like just like sitting in a catatonic state on the side of the fucking road. But yeah, that's the 2 things going on right now.
What do you think about that, though, for, like, people that they wrap themselves up in these, like, because, I mean, ultimately, this isn't, like, some guy that's a celebrity. This isn't some woman that's, like, you know, in the zeitgeist in general. It's literally just, like, a fucking moment. And, like, the fact that it becomes this gigantic thing for everybody to talk about.
When you was a kid, they said, like, someone would, and you jump, and you'd be like, oh, you got something to hide? Yeah, you know, if you jumping like that, boy, you got to get right with God. Shit that they would say during our childhood. Exactly, like they fucking they obviously have something to hide. They're not doing the right shit.
Yeah, but like for the whole fucking internet to like focus on you for like,
great thing, because listen, they've been doing it for a long time without the wife knowing. He's been
no, I'm not saying that they're like I'm not. I just like now the wife is like, so yeah, great that they got found out. I agree fully, but like the fact that the internet is so fucking such a monster that it's going to engulf the wife, the kids, like anybody, like fucking brothers, sisters, like any, like, especially because the internet goes fucking wild and is like, oh, we need to find out like all this information. And so they fucking know where people live, what they do for work. Like, we need to get them fired. We need to do all this stuff for like
I don't
cheating.
Agree. That's just people.
Like,
that's people. Look, they did something where everybody, well, you don't know what's going to go like that viral.
Yeah.
It's just, it's random things 99.9% of the time. I can tell you none of this would have happened had you not had an affair on your wife and took that bitch to a Coldplay concert.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
But like the fallout of everybody else involved because of like, yes, they're cheaters and that's bad. And like the wife should know. And if the other chick has a husband, he should know. Like all that should come out. But like the fact that the internet's going to like, and like people are going to focus on this shit. Like it fucking matters to them in the slightest. Like that's why I don't internet, is because like ultimately tomorrow
Angry man shake stick at internet.
Well, like no, it's like you guys don't have enough fucking going on in your own life that like I would never hit the share button on somebody else's like bullshit like that. Like I would never hit the share button because it does not actually impact my life in the slightest. So why do I give a fuck at all what this cheating pair does? Unless it was like funny or anything like that, you're not adding to anybody's life. You are literally focusing on people's misery. So like what is the benefit to society, the benefit to like people in general that this
I don't think it's their misery. It's just a funny instance that happened. Like,
it's not funny though. Like, how's that funny?
How's that funny? That it's a love cam and then it hits them. And instead of just being like,
I've never seen it, so like I really can't even like.
Instead of being like, just I'm a moose. Like if you did that, bro,
it probably would have went just as viral. You could pulled your dick
out right there and would not have went viral.
Oh yeah, it would have.
No, it wouldn't have, bro. People those all four are doing like weird stuff, just like fucking popping a titty, whatever. If they'd have just acted normal, done nothing.
If they did nothing, yes, that would have been fine. But
you've not seen the video?
Popping a titty out, it would have went far. Pulling your dick out probably would have went far. And I would have
people flash that thing in New York all the time. That show, it's like a portal, and it shows the UK.
I don't know.
They be flashing each other all the time. Nobody gets.
Oh really?
Yeah, nobody. Look, titties ain't shit anymore, bud.
They used to be. I used to watch very pixelated titties from Canada on over-the-air broadcast antenna.
You know
it would like barely show.
Remember when you had the
like,
fuzzy TV?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like Canada would
you'd
actually have
click
shit
it back and then click it back. Trying to get like a little bit of just like, is that a boob?
Well, and then back in the day, pay-per-view used to give you the first 5 minutes of like any movie, and so when they had like the pay-per-view porn, you'd always hope that they got to the action within the first 5 minutes, but it did not. All right, I'm watching it now.
Oh, you laughed. You see that, Dylan? That's what I hate, because you fucking revel in people's misery.
I wouldn't share it, though. I just wouldn't fucking share it. Like, why is that shareable?
Listen. Imagine you saw that first, okay? And you were like, that's a cute little thing.
I wouldn't share it.
Listen. Before it goes super viral, before something goes super viral, everybody doesn't know it's super viral. It's just something you send to your, like, look at these fucking idiots. Like, you could have just done nothing, and then everybody's talking about it, and everybody's having a good time. And listen, I understand what you're saying. The way you prevent this and the internet attach it to your fucking life and this shit, you don't cheat on your wife. Like if he'd have never done that, he wouldn't be on the internet. People constantly deal with shit. Like every day it's just one depressing story after another. Let people laugh at a goddamn, look, he fucking did it.
I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about the fallout of all the people in his life.
That's really calmed down though.
And that's the part that aggravates me is that people are then like people become these like fucking internet sleuths. Like when they fucking find something that
well,
they want to.
He's the CEO of a company, so they don't have to. They don't have to really sleuth on it. I mean, look, bro, they told his wife. Well, I guess you saw, or they told him, but that's a thing you would tell somebody. Like if you caught your friend's wife out there just, sucking dicks, you'd be like, hey, bud, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I wouldn't like blast it across the internet, and like I would be so
awkward because it's 2025. People are gonna do a lot of shit. So I would have to start just like hang out with my friend. I was like, hey man, you ever what do you think about cuckolding?
Yeah, you guys swing. Like,
Yeah,
what are you guys into?
Like, you ever heard of swinging? And he'd be like, yeah, man, we love doing that shit. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna just drop that.
So you're cool with her sucking other?
Fuck, where did I see her at? Sucking that dick. I gotta go back.
Well, it was that hotel room that I went to, invited from Craigslist, and
right, but like if you just don't like.
Yeah, no, I get it, but like it's the virality of it, like. For my wife to have brought it up to me this morning and talk about like how her whole page was filled with people talking about that, sharing that, and like reposting it and all this other stuff, and like the fact that people don't have enough going on that they don't like have to commentate on that stuff, because there is other stuff. There's like plenty of real shit that's going on that people aren't talking about. That why focus on?
No, that's been human nature for
the internet.
A while.
Yeah. But
also too, I think you put too much stock into it.
Well, the way that my wife explained it to me though is she's like the way that she sees it, and she does it too, is like escapism. Like if she's focusing on other people's stuff, she's not focusing on her own shit. Like she gets to like just like look at random stuff on the internet and never have to like take a second to just fucking like meditate on what's going on in her own life, focus on her own issues that are going on. It's just like scroll, funny, hot, post, share, like do all this stuff and never have to like take a second to just fucking breathe.
Bro, you was a fucking like a Japanese samurai in your past life.
I mean, I just don't like
I think you were, man. I think this is an old man shake stick at internet moment. It's a good thing.
Society, yeah.
Anything that say escapism, that is a good word for it. I do think you're putting too much stock in how much this is affecting people's, like, I see the video, okay? This is 99.9% of the internet that sees this, okay? You got a very small percentage, and this is, every person doesn't know how to use things. That's the people who dox and do dumb shit. But 99.9% of people, they see the video, okay? Send it to their wife. That's funny. It's viral, okay? So then other people are like making memes of it, making jokes of it, and then you see one of those, and you're like, ha. So you share that. And that's what I think you're thinking of. They're thinking about it all the time. They're like, oh, we got this as our main.
I'm thinking of the shit people.
Our main talking point.
I'm thinking of the shit people that are, doxing and then like hitting up the wife or anybody related. And like people go down those rabbit holes and like end up like fucking with people's lives. That because like honestly, the wife is a completely innocent party in this, but I guarantee she got 6 million fucking messages. Oh, she probably doesn't know about this. Let me find her and let me fucking hit her up and be like, hey, did you know your husband was at a fucking Coldplay concert and he was like with his blah blah blah? And so like about 1 million people probably sent that to her before she actually shut down her Facebook. Right. So like having to deal with that, and then any of the other outlying, like now this company is, which because he's a cheater doesn't mean that the company is any sort of problem. Like fucking people at McDonald's cheat that, flip burgers, and so do CEOs. So like it doesn't change anything about the company. I don't know what company he works for.
We need to make anti-Darman skits.
Anti what?
Darman.
Yeah,
he's the fucking guy that makes the skits. That's like the lady walks to a business. A guy walks into a business and he walks up to the janitor and he's like, excuse me, sir. And the janitor turns around and he's like, yes, how may I help you? I have a meeting with the CEO that I must get to now. Where is the office? And he was like, well, sir, right now the elevator is there. I don't need a whole explanation, sir. If you could just tell me where this office is, you janitor bum bitch. Your children probably stink and you live in a shack. If you could just tell me right now, in 3 words or less, how to get there. I have an interview. So he tells him, and then the guy walks up to the office, and when he walks through the door, he sees the CEO taking off the janitor outfit, and he's like, hello, I am the CEO of this company. And the guy's like, whoa, life lesson. Maybe we shouldn't judge people. And bro, his videos do goddamn numbers. Bro makes stacks off of that. Listen, that's all we got to do, man. Fuck all this doing shit the right way. Okay, look, we're entering Mike's villain arc now. I quit smoking. We're trying to live right. We're entering my villain arc because you got people like Darman doing that shit, Mr. Ball, and all these guys are making money off of people dying. Fuck that. I'm gonna bring racism back. All right, I'm gonna make it mainstream again. All right, listen, we're gonna get this back. I don't know. I want to do skits. I don't want to do work skits. We are going to do some work skits, but
we don't have to anymore.
We don't.
We can do whatever the fuck we want.
We get in that next episode. I'm not ending the episode right now. I'm just saying that's a next episode conversation. But I just want to really fucking.
I think
the worst part is finding actors, bro. If we could find just like motherfuckers that were just like, yeah, I'll be in it.
I'll be in it.
They were like, well, what are you paying? Bitch, we ain't making money off of this. What are you talking about?
I'll be in it and I work for free, man.
I'm not going to not cuss. I'm not going to not have people in a KKK outfit. Do I got a KKK? Oh, I was about to say, where pull it up. Yeah, bring my Klan outfit.
I'm surprised that, like...
I do have a Klan outfit over there hanging up.
I'm so surprised that, like, the Adventures of Clever Sikes really didn't do enough numbers that somebody didn't fucking steal that and, like, repost that up. Like, that is wild, because... Like maybe. Episode 3 with the ghosts is fucking just so fucking hilarious. And the fact that nobody was like, you know what? I don't know that Mike's going to keep this up forever. Let's fucking steal this and make sure it lasts. Like, let's show this again. And you've posted it twice. Like, because we posted it initially and then you took it off the main channel. And then you posted it again.
I just didn't know how to market it, man. It's a fucking... They were 15-minute episodes.
I bet you now if we were to put it, like, with listeners and to, like, put it out there, we would do better than it has ever done.
I don't know. We need to... I think what we do is we can, like, remaster the episodes and release it as, like, a concept and be like, we're going to do it. Because it's shot on essentially zero budget.
Negative budget.
Yeah, so we lost money. So much money doing that. And you'll watch it. You'll be like, man, this is like... If we step it up a little bit, we can make it. Because we didn't have actors and stuff like that. We're trying to make a fucking web series / series. So we had to find fucking... And shout out me, man. I'm so good because I had to like guide these notes because Dylan was like, we should have scripts. And I was like, the people who have never acted before cannot have scripts. I can have a script. They can't have scripts because they are going to.
I just wanted a fucking script so I knew what the fuck was going on.
But also we were just not efficient then. And I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was like, it'd be fun to do this. And then finally, you get the experience into doing it. I do want to redo the Adventures of Clever Sikes, Peter Baskett's documentary about 2 guys getting kicked out of the Illuminati. It's very, I don't know, Trailer Park Boys-esque. It's very Trailer Park Boys-esque.
Mixed with The Office, mixed with, It's Always Sunny. Like, just the ludicrousness.
It's very ludicrous. Not really down to earth, but it's, I don't know. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. We need to put it up somewhere. Maybe we just put up the fucking 3 episodes. I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, that's the hard part. Is like I feel like we almost just do like a separate YouTube of just like almost like not a graveyard because that's kind of like a shitty way of looking at it. But,
right.
But just like a archived, like where we don't give a fuck what that platform does, but like we just put up all the old stuff that we have worked on that we're really proud of. That was like some cool shit. Because like a lot of the skits that have disappeared. Like fucking. What is that? Pocket fentanyl? Like those types of things don't exist on the internet right now at this moment.
Pocket fentanyl does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It's privated. It's not out there.
What do you mean it's privated? It is on. You can see it on my TikTok.
On your TikTok and vertical, but it's not a vertical video.
Yeah, you can see it on horizontal on Facebook.
Okay, but
it's not on a good searchable engine. I get what you're saying.
On YouTube, like it's all gone.
This we can make up a little YouTube. We should let listeners vote on a name. Send in submissions on what you want the YouTube to be called because we don't care. We're just gonna have like an archive so people can just like go to it and fucking watch shit that we have done from back in the day. But submit and then we'll get like the best ones and we'll be like, this is what we're gonna name it. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah. But I think it's a good place to like not put the pressure of like, hey, we're trying to build this platform. We care about the numbers or anything. And it's not something that we'll continue to post to. But like,
fuck is the advice at? Right here. Because we do have to. I mean, we're gonna do This is going to be like the podcast going forward. We're going to talk about recent stuff, recent events. Maybe we'll have a subject that day. Maybe we'll have a guest if they like doing stuff for free.
Everybody goes on podcasts for free, bro. Nobody gets paid to go
Is
on
that
podcasts.
real?
Nobody gets paid to go on a podcast.
Fuck, I need to know somebody who knows somebody.
The only thing you get paid for, like if we were to go on Joe Rogan, they might put us up in the hotel and like pay for our travel out there. They're not going to pay us to be on there. Like,
listen, what does it say? You're 7 people away from knowing somebody?
Yeah, that's what we need
Look,
to get somebody.
So, guys, I mean, collectively together, we got to be at least 5 people away from knowing Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
All right. And listen.
Well, especially you, because like you are friends with like technically, and like whether they know or whether they're listening to this podcast, but like you have befriended some like UFC fighters.
Oh yeah,
on like social
media.
I
got like 4 friends that are around Joe Rogan, but I know I wish I could just hit them up and be like, hey man, the next time you're around Joe, be like, Joe, you take pride in people trying to do comedy. Like, that's a good way to put it. There's this guy you might not or may think he's funny, but look, just put him on the show. I just need to go do ayahuasca and then just be like, I saw aliens. And then he'll be like, well, tell me the experience, what it was like. I'll be like, yeah, I did ayahuasca and then I saw aliens. So, listen.
I mean, I have done multitudes of psychedelics in my life. So, like, yeah, we've got the stories for those.
DMT.
Yeah, I tried DMT. It did not DMT me the way that it should have.
You didn't blast off. All right, so this title is Life Advice. Dear Mike and Dylan, I need advice. I'm 21. I'm in my 2nd marriage. God. Wow.
Starting young.
Yeah. It is going great, and I'm very happy. I also have almost a 2-year-old daughter from my first marriage. I was married at 18. Thank you for answering that. And my first wife stabbed me. That's a different story.
Good to leave. Yeah, good reason.
I can send in sometime later. For now, I need advice on how to stay focused on work and make myself want to work more. I work at Amazon, so it sucks, but it pays okay. But the bosses are dicks straight out of college, and I don't know what I should do.
Is that all of it?
Yeah, fucking, you've lived more life than me, buddy. Like, goddamn. You just. I think that's a Dylan question. How do I stay?
Well, see, I think the biggest thing with any of that is to like, just because you're working at Amazon right now, like a lot of people get stuck in like, oh, this is what I do. Like when you jump from box shop to box shop, like it's good, but like technically factory work translates to factory work. So like you don't have to stay at Amazon. You can find another warehouse. You can find something else that might treat you better. But I mean, for me, the biggest surprise for me was like being able to go into the petroleum industry and like the amount that I was making at the factory, I was crushing it. I was making like $18 an hour, $19 an hour at the factory as a mechanic. And then my buddy's like, I'm going to get a job for $23 an hour. The bottom paying job was $23 an hour in petroleum. I was like, no, I want to go there. That's where I want to go.
You just reminded me of a really racist thing that happened a couple days ago. Okay, so you said petroleum. So listen.
Does this pertain to the advice?
Yeah, I know it pertains to you saying petroleum. So I go to Speedway. There's an Indian guy in front of me. All right,
racist
already, but he was like, I want 10 on station 4. And I'm being funny, but it did sound like the Indian guy was smart enough to be like, ha, I get the joke. But the girl behind the counter was like, God damn, that was a fucking, she was like, that was pretty up there. I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, I'm racist as fuck. But whoa. Well, then I was like, so we do not sell petrol here. I was like, we got gasoline. You go to a pump and get gasoline. It's America, baby. Welcome to America, brother. Like, the welcome to America was like, hey, you're here. Not like a fucking welcome to America,
get
brother.
The fuck out.
Yeah. This is how we do things in America. The Indian guy was like, fucking, he was like, this is fucking station, fucking pump, petrol, we measure things in fucking
gallons, not liters.
No, Americans, bro. They'll be like, all right, there's a comet coming that's it's the size of 2 JC Penney's, all right? And we're thinking the blast radius is going to be at least the size of Lake Superior, all right? And within that, you'll be able to fit 30,000 wash machines. Like we never actually use measurements. We just like use what could fit in it. What's the rough size of it? So listen, it's funny. Goddamn. We say gasoline. We're the only ones that do that. But I was just like, immediately, because he was like, Station 4, I was like, we don't sell petrol here, buddy. I went, petrol? I was like, fucking, we have gas here. This is America. Gasoline. You get gasoline at a pump. Yeah, meeting me in public, bro, is like really hit or miss. Either I'm just like super quiet or...
It's funny because I've never seen that mic at a store before.
What?
The mic that you're talking about right now.
The Welcome to America mic. Yeah. Well, so it's just the quitting the smoking, the quitting the Adderall, and it's just, I don't know. I'm getting more... Like, me and Dylan come in here, and I'm doing things for a... new TikTok that we're starting. It's just like the bite-sized am I the asshole videos. How long did I just sit over here and do them?
Like 2 hours.
When the fuck has that ever happened? Where I'm just like video.
I was actually sitting there and I was like waiting because that was like literally the day after you got your tooth
done. Yeah.
So like I was like, he'll probably get like 3 or 4 of them and he's gonna be like, oh fuck it, I gotta take a break. And he got through 16.
Yeah. So I'm locked the fuck in, man. I'm telling you. Hopefully I got like a week left, and then I'm really going to start focusing on physical health. Because right now, fuck that shit. I ain't going to go through this shit and be like, yeah, I know Dave and Gog. I'm letting them down right now. I got a picture of him on my wall.
Naked or
no?
Just his face. AI generated,
telling me to shut the fuck up, really. And I know I'm letting him down right now because he's like, you just fucking do it. You do the fucking diet and you do the fucking cigarettes. I'm like, God damn it, David, I'm trying. All right. It's so hard. I can't carry the boats right now. All right. I'm dragging a boat behind me. Soon I'll be able to lift the boat and start running with it. You got to calm down. Everybody ain't you, brother. He's just like, I was just fat. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, fuck this. Fuck you, fat.
100 miles.
Yeah, I'm running 100 miles. And then
I don't care if my legs are broken now.
Death and God and everybody came up to him and was like, bro, you're dying because a human can't do this. He's like, fuck all of y'all. I run this bitch now. And they were just like, what the fuck ever, bro. David Goggins is a new guy. I'm sorry. Like, that's how it works. Like, death came. He's like, David was like, fuck you.
I ain't dying, bitch, you motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like, what you do? You sitting here talking to me. I bet there's at least 1 or 2 tragedies going right now that you could be fucking doing. You ain't being efficient.
Go get your work done.
Yeah, go get your work done. Don't give me fucking excuses about why you being a bitch. Death just like,
I got to run on these broken feet and broken ankles and broken legs
sitting
for the
there
next
like,
150 miles.
We need to think about what we're doing. And he's like, oh, do we need to think about what? I remember the dark ages, motherfucker. Like, how long did you take a break for? Fuck that shit. I would never take a break. I'm a man. Take naps. All right, the day I grow tits is the day I take a fucking nap. Fuck you. Oh, wait, that's John Barenthal. What the fuck you say his name?
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to say his name.
Bro, I wish that motherfucker was my brother. I don't know why. Like, I watched The Walking Dead. That was the first.
It took me so long to like get over that he's not his character from The Walking Dead because he
was so fucking good. And bro, that show went as soon as he fucking. But I'm not gonna say it was just his acting, which was phenomenal.
Yeah,
but it was the fact that it was a great villain. Like it was a great villain, and then you get just like a cheesy ass villain like the governor, a cheesy ass villain like fucking Negan. Somebody was like, the last time I complained about The Walking Dead, they were like, no, they're just following the comics loosely, super loosely. So shut the fuck up on that. It's a shitty show. We can call a spade a spade. I heard that's racist. Call a spade a spade.
So the one weird racist term that I have found that I don't like that they're like calling it racist because I don't think it is the master suite. They no longer call
oh yeah,
because it never was that.
It's like picnic and stuff like that.
Picnic is now a racist term too. But like when you're talking about like an in-law suite or anything.
What's so funny too is like you think about an innocuous word about master suite and like picnic.
Well, like king bed, queen bed, like what? Come on, like what?
Yeah, and then they're like, well, that is racist. Well, now, yeah, because I'm thinking about it. Because now I was like, was going to picnic, and I was like, oh, it's kind of racist. But look,
how's picnic?
I'll be real with you, okay? When someone's saying something like, the master bedroom or master suite is racist, picnic is racist. Those are black people that grew up in white neighborhoods. Like they grew up, they wasn't out in the hood. They wasn't out with us. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like fucking Mexicans out there. We got some white people out there, black people out there. It's us like out there. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking, they're like, man, Fuck, black people in the hood, they have to struggle. Like, they have to struggle. I want that. I want that real hard.
I want a master
without being like, they was like, man, I see hood motherfucker. I see gangsters. How can I be that without having to be that? You know, I want the struggle, but you know what I'm saying? Central heating and air is very nice. I'm sorry. Look.
Well, that's
we wasn't out there. You gotta go to the hood today. Today, go out there and just be like, hey, you know, fucking, how do you feel about this? Go to fucking, like, it's like the cultural appropriation, and that guy goes to like different cultures and shit like that, and they're like, oh, you're fucking like honoring our culture. America is the melting pot. Like, we fucking talk about this melting pot of the world, bro. All these cultures, values coming together.
Well, and it's people like getting mad just to get mad. Like that's kind of like what my whole argument about the internet stuff is like, I mean, what does it actually matter if especially when it's like little kids and stuff, like if a little kid wants to dress up as, like a little girl wants to dress up as like Pocahontas, like that's a fucking character she loves. She's not being like, oh, this is super racist.
Bro, if you say Mexican, you know, sombrero, shit like that, all that stuff is cool. You could dress up like a Native American, an indigenous person. Dope. Not Pocahontas, bro. Not Pocahontas. Have you read her life?
Yeah, like, I mean, it's
shit. Like, complete shit.
Like, but the thing is, though, is as a kid watching a fucking movie, like, blame Disney and, like, fuck Disney for whatever they turned his...
This is Disney Pocahontas. This is not actual Pocahontas. This is Disney Pocahontas.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, the thing is, like, a little kid and, like, a parent being willing to, like, buy their kid a fucking outfit. Like, I'm sorry, it's not this fucking big racial thing. Like, it was a thing, like, you know, like, kids wanting to dress up as like Moana, like they have the culture.
Moana.
All that stuff is like, it's not as like racist as everybody else.
I'm sorry if I see somebody dressing up like a motherfucking Hawaiian. That's an American, buddy. That's an American.
Yeah,
look at that American right there. Yeah, like, bro, when I think of like Americans fighting, bro, it's like we got black people, Samoans, white people, Hispanic people, Asians. We got everybody, man. We literally like say like shit was real fucked, apocalyptic shit. But for some reason, like every country had to fight every country, bro. We would destroy, we would fucking sweep. Like we would sweep, because you got to think, all these other countries, they're just like, bro, a couple races, all right? So they're real specialized. Where we, man, fucking real well balanced, all right? Got black people. All right. Listen, I'm sorry. To the you know, white guy listening right now, okay? Them motherfuckers athletic, okay? And I don't give a fuck. People,
isn't that racist?
I had a joke. Athletic? Yeah, I had a joke in a stand-up that I did, and it was like I had said something, and then like it ends with like a black stereotype, but it's like a good black stereotype. White, I think it was about, you know, black people being more athletic than white people. And I was like, and then, you know, I was informed actually that joke was racist. And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, well, if you say stereotypes, like imagine like you're saying like the stereotypes where you wouldn't find bad, you know, like big dick, fucking super athletic, okay?
Can jump.
And then a black kid with a fucking tiny pecker. And
can't sing,
can't just sing, even though all black people can. Can't sing and just is not athletic, okay? Which we got to be talking about the 0.001%, but whatever. Talking about that guy,
that's so racist.
Right?
You make him feel bad.
Right.
About
A black guy came up and told me this. Like he was like, we don't say that. Like because then he's gonna feel inadequate his whole life because he's gonna be like, fuck, I can't, throw a football. I can't fucking sing. I don't got a big ass dick, so. I mean, I got what he was saying, and I like learned a lot from him saying that shit, And as soon as that guy walked out of the comedy shop, got hit by a car, but he was all right because like he rolled across the window, did this really cool like double backflip, landed on his feet, stuffed his 12-inch dick back in his pants, and kept walking. So it was because that also talked about how smooth black people were. I couldn't remember the joke verbatim.
I thought you were just gonna finish up, be like, "Oh, so that black kid feels like me," because I got a small dick.
That was the easy one though.
Yeah, but you said that one before.
Yeah, I've said that one before.
You should stop playing with your. I don't know that the listeners are gonna love hearing with your candy.
I like playing with the candy though.
I know, but it changes the way that you're talking. I don't know that they're gonna.
I don't know. I love all like racist talk about like when I see comedian, Mexican comedian, talking shit about it's just that's like we make jokes on each other. Especially if you're a comedian and you fucking have a show, say you're Gary Owens. Gary Owens is not opening to a mostly white show. It's not happening. It's all black people. Like it is, and he's just the type of guy who can really fucking entertain that demographic. And listen, sometimes you have comedy that just does that shit, and you we just not going to include black people. Like, no, you can make a tasteful black joke. We're trying to be funny. We're trying to make everybody laugh. And honestly, the best humor comes from like, embarrassment, the gritty, like the fucking Office type shit, the innocuous life isn't always beautiful type shit.
Well, I think the best version of that was when and it's been done since then, but like when Dave Chappelle came out, he came out swinging for every single demographic, like gay, straight, fucking religious, non-religious, black, white, Hispanic, and he just went hard on every single one of them in such a way that it was one of those things though. Like a lot of people in the black community were like, "Hey, you were making black people look bad." He's like, "No, I was just like pointing out shit that's funny. Like this is stereotypical because we have these people. Like this isn't wrong to like make fun of like a crackhead and like make a crackhead a character. Like we got that. Like it exists. So like I can poke fun at it, and like him making fun of white people being all stuffy and all this other shit. Like
that's what's funny because listen, we do have, once again, I said, white people and black people are the same. Do they? I'm like, on Sunday mornings when you wake up, there are a few differences.
Yeah,
that
they have cultures.
But guess what? You can get a knock on your door. If I get a knock on my door at 3:00 in the morning, I'm going, goddamn crackhead trying to sell me a vacuum cleaner. I'm not saying, is it a white crackhead? Is it a black crackhead? Because
don't matter.
Yeah, don't matter. It's a crackhead, and it's going to be one of them. It's not going to be a Mexican crackhead. You don't see those. You don't, bro. You don't see Mexican drug addicts. Like they'll drink, and then like they'll just like go inside,
and then they go to work,
and then they go to work. Yeah,
they go to work.
They don't do nothing. Like you go to fucking Philadelphia, bro. Go to Philadelphia. Walk through the streets. You're going to see, I guarantee you would see more goddamn Therian people. That's the people who think they're animals. You will see more of those than you will Mexicans. Dead ass. Asian people, man, they don't do a lot either. I think it's just like, it's because they come in, they're not like really in the American spirit yet. It takes like a generation to get there. Yeah.
So and then you all around
and then it's just like it goes on, and we all just become more and more alike to where we are just like a race of the same people, but we hate each other because their skin colors are different. It's just it's great. I mean, I understand there is racism out there. Oh, yeah. There are racist people out there. Making a joke that is towing the line on. That's not going to turn somebody racist, and it's not going to make a racist person not racist. I think that when it's like the CEO ducking down during the Coldplay video, once you make something like that a problem, Barbra Streisand effect, once you really focus on something, then it starts to become a problem because now you got people that are just like, when I remember when all this like started taking off, and there was like a lot of white people going, well, I ain't doing this stuff. And then they were like, we know you might not be doing it, but the majority is. And I'm like, I ain't seeing it. I ain't seeing it because they'd be like, they're out here killing trans kids. Who? Like, I'm not like walking, like if I was walking down the street, bro, and every 5 seconds, like the little trans kid, gone. I'm just like, what the fuck? God.
Yeah.
Jesus. There would be a problem.
Well, and I think the problem is, though, is like the kids are taking themselves out, but it's not just trans. It's not just, people of the LGBTQ plus community. Like, I mean, there's plenty of straight, hetero.
Most people that kill themselves are straight white men, or straight men. White men, just because we are we're the
majority.
Like the majority. But I think ratio-wise, just straight men kill themselves more.
But yeah, it's
than
not right for
else.
the kids to be picking on, other kids for being different and all this other stuff. But like, also, it's not up to society to just like be like bend over backwards to be accepting either. Like that's the whole thing, is like you do choose kind of your own path in life. If you wear fucking furry little ears on your head, you know that people are going to say something about it, and whether it's right or wrong that they say something, it's going to happen. Like you can't expect to like single yourself out and then not be singled out. Like it's one and the same. And like, not that it's right that people bully, but you have to know that certain things that you do, like when I used to have a fucking multicolored mohawk and gauges in my ears as like a 15-year-old, I wanted people
I'm
to
just
like
expressing myself, Dad.
Yeah, but like I wanted people to like judge me. And then when they did judge me, I wanted to be like, fuck you for judging me. Like that was the whole thing. Like, and so yes, when you dress up as a fucking furry, you know that people are going to judge you. And you know, that's part of what makes those people get their little kink on.
What do you mean those people?
Fucking furries.
Furries have it hard out here, brother.
Yeah.
You don't know what it's like being a furry. All the suffering that people's been through.
How many of those conventions did you go through? Man.
I hate that shit when people they'll be like, they hear black people, like, you know, slavery and fucking, because look, black people did have a, what's the opposite of a head start or slow start? I don't fucking know. They were held back a lot in the country. And if out of anybody in like American culture, besides like Native American indigenous people, I don't know what they're called now. It'll change next week, but out of those two, like anytime anybody starts to try to compare, they'll be like, yeah, you know, being gay. Yeah. Y'all go through like a slavery or mass genocide here? And I'm like, nah. I'm like, all right, well, you could complain. Look, complain. Sure. Bring it back a little bit. All right. You just like kind of reel it in. Because that's like the suffering. Because like I said, I do believe you can make jokes and shit like that. I do believe there's racist people. The thing I hate more than the people complaining about the jokes and then completely racist people. There's one thing I hate more than those guys. And that's the guys where they're like, you can't say anything funny anymore. I hate that. Like, comedy's dead, bro. Cancel culture, fuck this shit. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, if you like Tom McDonald, bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Listen, when I started listening to Tom McDonald, he released a song called Castles. I was into a lot of underground rap. And I was like, oh, you know, this he's good. All right. And then he released like White Boy during the height, or during the, like, it's starting. And he released White Boy where he's like saying, hey, we didn't do slavery and anything like that, which I'm like, brother, they're not talking about you, dog. You're Canadian. Like, we're American, okay? We're the ones that did all the bad shit. We're the ones out here fucking gangstering. All right, look, we're here living it. You Canadians don't include yourself in our things, okay?
Yeah,
y'all ain't doing it. Like, you can't just be like, oh yeah, they're hating on them. We're included in them. No. Yeah, it's not how that works. So he makes White Boy, all right, and it does fucking numbers, okay? Because if you got people talking shit about your product, then you're gonna have people defending your product. The thing is, people are talking about your product. So he was like, fuck, that's really good. Then he releases the like the politically incorrect. He did a response to the White Boy thing, and then was just like, guess what? I'm making this my whole personality. Yeah. Whole personality. And then he's like doing songs where he's like calling people un-American for shit. And I'm just like, brother, you are not American. You are Canadian.
But wasn't he living in Florida? So, like, I mean,
fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm a real racist, bro. I don't give a fuck. You Canada. You're a Canadian who is staying in Florida. You are not American.
Yeah.
You like that though, right? I'm real racist. I fucking, I'm so racist. He's not even the right type of white people. That's crazy. Like, Brit, God damn it. Fucking stab you with my zombie knife. Like, I don't like UK guys. Listen, all your raps sound the same. They do the same tune. Like, it's all the same shit, man. I don't like British people. I do fuck with Canadians. Just the only Canadian I don't really fuck with is
so it was funny.
Tom McDonald, and then the guys who killed that one guy with the screwdriver.
I was watching Heads of State. It's like a thing with John Cena and Idris Elba, I think, are the two. They're playing like president of the United States and UK prime minister or whatever, and they get caught up in a situation and they're like, where are you guys from? And obviously John Cena's about to say like we're Americans, and like Idris Elba's like we're Canadians, and he's like no, we're fucking Americans. He's like no, we're Canadians. He's like everybody loves Americans. He's like no, only in America. Like no, we're fucking Canadians. Like because only in America do people really 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 love Americans. But
right,
anywhere else it's like Canadians are like the milquetoast. They're like the vanilla. Like oh yeah, they're acceptable everywhere.
America's like, man, you get dressed to the nine, all right? Do your hair, you throw on a necklace, spray some cologne. You're 17 years old, all right? You feel like you're in tip-top shape. 5 years later, you look at that photo. You got your hair slicked back, all right? And it's still, like, wet. You use too much gel so it looks greasy as shit. You have on a button-up shirt that has a big dragon graphic on it. And it's just a black and red dragon coming across with like fire. You're wearing jean shorts that are also black, but they're like down to here. So it's like you just didn't even finish your pants.
Yeah.
And then you got on a fucking pair of New Balances. And the chain is coming around and it's fucking just some kind of like dollar store medallion. And then you look at that and you're like, oh my God, that is...
Not proud of that moment anymore.
Right. Maybe that's why the girls weren't having sex with me. Not because they're sluts that don't care about men anymore. That's crazy that those people exist. Listen, I love talking about like, you know, people who go really far into cancel culture, which is minority. Like in the minority, not like just minority. It's just minority. It's just minorities. No, it's way more white people. Yes. White people love just being like,
"Hey, I heard somebody was upset about this. I don't know whether it was actually the culture that we're trying to protect here, but somebody's mad about this, so we should jump on board."
No, man. Every time like something happens and someone says something, like imagine somebody clipped the black joke that I made.
Yeah,
the first person that's going to jump on that is going to be a white person. Yeah, because they're going to be like, I see this is about black people. I want to make it about myself. I want to interject. Like every time they do that, they think they're fucking ally. Daenerys Targaryen fucking getting crowd surfed by the fucking slaves. So that's what they really think, bro. They think they're the fucking just the hero of black people, the defender of minorities.
Oh, I used to be that way back in the day with, with dreadlocks. Like I was so hardcore because
you had dreadlocks.
No, with dreadlocks as like this. That's cultural appropriation, and like I used to like give people like white people a hard time about it, and then I was like, at some point,
a black woman in a blonde wig, and you're like, that's different. That's different.
Well, I got over like it's if somebody's there and they're upset about it, like we can have a discussion about it. But like, there's no reason for me to like preemptively like get mad for somebody else.
Listen, there are good points though. Like there are good points. Like there is racism here. There is like. You know, we do want people to feel accepted. We don't want people to feel bullied. We don't want people killing themselves.
Yeah.
We don't want people just going out and fucking, you know, hating a bunch of gay people because they're gay, hating a bunch of transgender people because, you know, fucking they're dressed up like, well, you don't want people fucking bullying and harassing people. You want everybody to be accepted. I want to talk shit about people for their flaws, not because of the color of their skin, not because of, and then we just went too far. Like we went too far. Then we were like, well, you can't make fun of fat people. And we're like, but you do that. Like I'm fat from my own actions. All right. Like, well, some people have that. Well, some people can suck a dick because you just eat a bunch of fucking food. Okay, fat ass. Like that's what you do. Yeah, that's how we get fat. We eat a bunch of food. And then they're like, well, now like if you are fat, you are beautiful, which is crazy. Because if I was just like, you know, she walked up to me, I was like, God damn, girl, you looking like Rebel Wilson right now. She'd be like, what does that mean? I'm like,
call me fat?
Whoa.
Well, fat is beautiful.
I would. But
I bet you she'd flip you inside out. She's a wild one.
I used to make that joke about Lizzo, but then she started taking Ozempic. Ozempic melting fat people. There's something wrong with that shit. But look, it's like you just take it too far. Like you take it too far. You have to do this. You have to understand transgender. Well, no, it's body dysmorphia. Like it affects fucking. Like, honestly, half the people that you see that claim to be trans people or that's not the real number. Like, there are some people that are just like making it up. Then you got the people that like the mom that's like, 3 of my kids are transgender. And then the daughter raises her hand. She's like, I'm 4. And then they're like, oh God, bro, no, like you have a better chance of hitting the lottery twice than that fucking happening. That's when you start taking it too far. That's when you're saying, hey, like you must accept, like, once again, we're a state, we're a country of different values, different religions, different things coming together. Should you accept one another? Absolutely. Do you have to
agree,
praise
like,
and agree? Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? You can make jokes. Like you can, like, as long as it's like lighthearted shit. Like if you're going up to somebody and if you go up to a gay person and you call them a faggot, that's hatred, bro.
Yeah.
All right. If you see two gay people kissing, you go, ha, gay. I do that all the time because literally it's gay. Like I'm just like, gay. I've done that to like twice in my whole life. I got to do that to like IRL.
Friends of yours.
Yeah, and they were just like never mad.
Well, yeah, like
one was friends. It's easy when you got friends that are gay.
Well, and I think it comes back to your gas station thing, and it is in how you present it. Because like if it is lighthearted and fun, it is funny. But like if it's like gay, like mad, like angry, then it's like, well, that's not fucking lighthearted and fun.
Honestly, I don't know how you do that to where it's like how do you say gay to two people? Gay! Like yeah, you can't. Like that, it's all hilarious. Like the more animated you get with that, the better it is. Also, you got to know how to like do shit tastefully, and you got to like take a fucking L too. Like people who do like say jokes and shit. You are going to say a joke in a fucked way. Like you're not going to be able to present it the way you want to present it, and then you just got to be like, damn. That did sound, listen, that sounded a little bit racist. But you don't have to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. But
I meant that in a lighthearted racist way.
Like, this is what I meant. All right, new racist joke. People just...
dig deeper always works.
Once again, the people I just cannot stand is it's cancel culture.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's just a bunch of unfunny motherfuckers. Like, that's what it is.
Well, yeah, your jokes are meant to
hurt. You don't know how to like...
It's not for fun.
Yeah, you don't know how to spin that shit in a fucking... just like a lighthearted way.
Well, and then unfortunately, there are people that you can't joke at all about because they will get so offended. Like there's on both sides of that. There's the people that literally can't say anything funny because they're like
those people ain't got friends though. So I'd never run. Literally.
Well, like one of the guys that I used to work with, his like one of the punchlines for his jokes was that like Mike Tyson was black, like and used the N-word, and I was like, the punchline is that he's black. Like that's the punchline. I was like, that's not really a joke. That's just racism. Like there's no like funny to this other than like you just use the N-word to say that he's black. Like,
there's not even a double entendre happening.
Like there's nothing funny about this at all. Like,
it's just like that's hateful, bro.
That's just racism. So like no, it's not funny. Like and I've heard plenty of other racist jokes that can be made like they are funny because of the stereotypes and other stuff. Like I mean that's really what a lot of Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor and like some of the best black comedians have done is, stereotypical racism jokes, but it's a black guy telling it, so you can laugh about it. But, like if it was a white guy doing it, it would be distasteful because it would seem more like judgmental and, making fun of. But like when it's your culture, you can do a little bit further into that. But like when a white guy tells you a joke and the punchline is the N-word, it's like, no, that's just racism, bro. Like there was no wit or humor to this at all. It was just like, oh, I'm racist. And that's not funny.
I'm full of hate, and I try to spin it in a funny way, but I'm just hateful.
Yeah, and so like those are the people on that's like we can't say anything anymore.
I do know that like fucking there are racist groups and shit like that, but they are incredibly the minority on that. But I did tell you I have a friend that was so he had went to Florida to join the Proud Boys. And I'm sorry, people will be like, well, the Proud Boys, that's not a racist organization. You are. All right. I have friends that are Proud Boys. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I did not know their inside ambitions when I had met them. Honestly, they were different. I don't know what happened. I think it was like, it had to be when Harambe died that shit just went so cartoony and we turned into fucking the Marvel Civil War fucking shit. But I start talking to him. He doesn't have any kind of way to speak to him. And I had told a friend of ours, I was like, yeah, man, like he disappeared off the face of the earth. I just hope he was doing okay. And he was like, do you have a Snapchat? I was like, no, I can make one. So I make a Snapchat.
Do you want to see my dick?
Yeah, I was like, I'm confused as to what's happening. So then, I get a Snapchat from him. All right. So before then, I'm like, why why are we being secretive? Like, did he murder somebody? Like, what's going on? So I look him up, and he was all over Twitter for like, doing some shit where everybody was calling him racist. And so it was so funny. So many people were like defending this man. They were like, look, just because he's a Proud Boy, this is not a racist organization. And then I'm talking to him, and he's just like, yeah, we're a racist organization. We believe that white people are superior. We believe that America needs to be cleansed of inadequacy.
He was saying the quiet part out loud.
Yeah, he was just saying it, and I was just like, wow, this is just like he's opened up. Which, listen, how comfortable do I make people? Where you just like start opening up the head, because he's just giving me that information. I just like, God, I wish this was just a text. I wish I wasn't like, hey, call me. I'm like, let's fucking catch up, because my face was like getting hot. And I was like, well, have you ever stopped? Because I tried.
Talk him out of it
the best way I could. Yeah, I was just like, have you ever stopped to think that maybe he should like put down that book? Like, because it was some book about a guy from like the fucking 60s. He wrote a book that they use in like the KKK and neo-Nazis use it. But he's going over like this rhetoric. And what's so funny is he would say something he would say, I don't know if he had the book in hand, once again, this is over phone, but he would say like a chapter from a book.
7, verse 11.
And he was like, and to be and he would, every time he would say something, he would be like, and to be unable to agree with that means that you don't believe in the best possible whatever for this country. And I was like, I think this is what I think, buddy. I think you have surrounded yourself with, and I'm not attacking you, okay, but the wrong type of people. Like,
are they Gen Xers because they like made it their whole personality? Like, they're like, racism is now everything about me. So like,
they were older millennial Gen X, yes.
Instead of CrossFit, they got into racism.
Which, listen, they clicked up pretty deep too. Like, if you think of gangs, they're like fucking 250 strong. They show up to like fucking pride parades and shit. Yeah. How corny is that, showing up to a pride parade and just be like, I'm mad. Man, look at all this. It's making me angry. Let me hold it to this. God hates you guys. I'm going to spend my whole day being mad.
We went to the one at Bull City a couple years back. And like, I admit there's certain events that aren't meant for kids, and like I kind of wish that
as soon as you get into like assless chaps,
and like those are the moments where I'm like, okay, well, this one's not kid friendly. It's just not. And like I have no problem with people doing whatever they want to do, like, but there is a time and place where kids should be and kids shouldn't be. And like when it is very sexually oriented, it shouldn't be a kids event. And so like when we were there, I think that one there was I think some like drag event that was going on, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I'm going to take my 11-year-old and we're going to go do something else instead of, participate in this.
Right.
It's not meant for my 11-year-old. So we dipped out, but like while we were dipping out, like there was like 50 people at like the church, like, a block away, like just with like God hates fags and
I'm so
abortion
angry.
Is murder and like all this stuff. And I was like, you realize those people can't even see you over here, right? Like you're a block away, like, because obviously like the cops said like, no, you guys can't come too close, and so they had to be certain. But like I was like, dang, this
Bull
is what you guys
City's like deep in there, and they own all that. So yeah, that's not like they have to be far away.
But yeah, like I mean, and that's the whole thing is like
so they see someone driving in. Can you relay the message? God hates fags. Can you like
can
go in there and tell them that? Do you want to take a time? we brought extra signs. Like if you could just tell them that they are an abomination, just get in there. If you go up to the front where it's like right before you get into Bull City, they're gonna have a guy with a microphone. If you just get on the microphone and just say,
tell
hey,
everybody, the people across the street wanted me to convey a message.
That God doesn't love y'all. That would help me out a lot. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Well, those people, like the whole like Westboro Baptist.
I remember,
church,
God hates you. All right, it's because they're going into a prayer, right?
But like the whole Westboro Baptist thing, like where they were like protesting like military funerals and shit like that. It's like time and place, guys. Like, I mean, what are you gaining by like protesting a dead soldier? Like, what? But
that's just showing the worst. That's like the media shows the worst of both sides. Like they really do. But then when you do that, then people start to think that it's a problem, and that's when you get other people.
Well, I don't associate those people with like right wingers. Like they're very, 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 very far. Like
nobody. They were never portrayed on the news as like leftists. They were portrayed as white.
Well, no, they were Westboro Baptists.
Right.
Like,
right.
They were who they were. Like
then.
Yeah.
Now they're conservative. They love Donald Trump. everybody, that's how they're portrayed.
Well, I mean, if you have a Trump sign and then you also have a God hates fag sign, and like you're all in the same group, then like yes, you
so
get
then you think about
with,
like that minority of people going against like the fucking left minority of people, who are just like, you know, do they really say anything that bad?
Well, yeah, I mean, they compare Trump to Hitler and all the other like they're not like, you know, dying burning hell.
They're doing their Holocaust right now. The far left, they hate Jews right now.
Do they?
Zionists. They call them Zionists.
I'm just out of the internets. Go back to that.
Look, you got to call them Zionists so you can separate. It's like I don't hate Jews. I hate Zionists. Okay, Zionists, and I label you a Zionist, so I hate you. Like I label you Jewish persons. Once again, like they're fucking both sides. But that's what you get. Like you're only going to get those sides. You're only going to get those takes. You're going to get the "it's ma'am" like in a GameStop. That's all you're going to see. You're not going to see someone that's like,
wait, is that a video I missed?
Like I don't like if you misgender me, that's okay. Like,
is that a video that I missed? Is
what?
That, like something that happened?
How you don't fucking know "it's ma'am"?
No. I don't internet. Like I literally with my phone.
So Mike and Dylan, Hate Drama is now looking for another co-host. We would prefer if your name started with a D and had 2 syllables. We don't want to like really
rebrand.
Yeah, we don't want to rebrand. Like, MADHD is dope, but it can't be like Mike and D'Artagnan. Like you can't.
Isn't that 3 syllables? D'Artagnan.
That's what I'm saying. It needs to be 2.
Okay.
Because Mike and Doug hate drama. Mike and Douglas hate drama. Mike and Demetrius.
Mike and Darren.
I'll replace
Darren would
replace you with a black guy.
You know, it'd be funny if it was an Asian and his name was Darren.
We're gonna replace you with a black Dylan.
You didn't.
It's like I like my Dylan's white.
You didn't hear the racist joke that I just made?
What'd you say?
Darren. So they can't pronounce their L's. So like an Asian guy named Darren. So instead of Dylan, it'd be Darren.
They can't pronounce L's.
L's, yeah, Dylan. Yeah. So it'd be Darren.
That'd be Darren.
Yeah, I tried,
bro. Even
you didn't pick it up.
Listen, because
Darren.
I have a friend, and it's so fucking funny because he likes he's very left. Talking about people's struggles and shit like that. But we're like playing a card game, and he just like will bust into this big like Japanese. Oh, you're very dishonorable, sir. And then he looks over and sees an Asian guy, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And I was like, "I think you just assuming that man was Japanese. I think that's more racist than." But that's what I'm saying. Like once you see that like people are like normal people and like political parties are split values. Once again, there is hate out there. There is people who take innocuous things and make them just fucking annoying as shit. And this is what I believe in. You have to believe in it to a T. If not, you can't work, and your kids don't deserve to eat. Once again, that's an incredible minority, but that's all you're going to be shown because the other shit doesn't get clicks. I can accept the racist group of Proud Boys and I can accept those. I can't accept someone being like, well, you just can't tell jokes today. Like you can't fucking say anything anymore because you're gonna offend somebody. You're gonna offend a gay guy.
Yeah. Well, I think the hard part is when, and I think I've spoke about it in the beginning of like when we first started this, like when I used to work at the pipeline, there was a lot of old school guys and they were all racist, and like they didn't think they were racist because they were like, well, like I was like, are you talking about him because he works with us and he's black? And they're like, no, he's different. And I'm like, no, he's not. That's the thing is you put all black people in this bucket. No, they're not all fucking black people. Just like all white people don't live in a trailer park and, do crack. Like they're not all black people are the same. Not all white people are the same. Not all Asian people. Like, and as soon as you put it into a bucket of like, they're the problem because they're black, but not the 3 or 4 black people that I know that are pretty good people. Like those are different. They're the outliers. No, they're the fucking majority. And the outliers are the shitty ones in all regions and cultures and everything. The majority of people are decent people. They're hardworking, go to work, pay their bills, pay their taxes, do their fucking shit. Like that's the majority of everybody across the board. But as soon as you can say like Mexicans and it's all the illegals, like, well, what about that person? I think
the funniest goddamn thing about this is the funniest thing about black people, okay? Think of all the bad stereotypes that every race has, okay? think of all of them. When you know white people, fucking think of like myth and racism, fucking what do they call it? Or colonialism.
Yeah,
I
thought you were about to say like conga line. I was like, what?
I saw someone talk about. I was like, "Hey, colonizer," and they were like, "You mean conqueror?" And I was just like, "What? You mean conqueror, brother?" Like, well, you don't get to claim that either, though, because if you can't be like, "I didn't colonize it. I'm from now, brother. I didn't own any slaves.
I still don't."
And they'd be like, "Conqueror, that was my ancestor." Gay. If people talk about their ancestors, that's so fucking lame. My ancestor was a fucking. He was my ancestors fucking, they fought in the revolution or whatever. Fucking, I don't know how far our ancestor goes back. And then my grandpa, he fought in World War II, and my dad was in Vietnam, and we just fucking, we go by the book in this house and be like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I stand up there by the sheets and I beg for money.
Yeah.
No. Oh, it was like, fuck, you got like PTSD from serving in the war. I never served in the war. I know.
And then on Fridays, I sit in front of the courthouse and say abortion is murder.
Right. Grown ass men. Like, get a motherfucking job. It must be nice. Your old ladies must have some good goddamn jobs for you boys to be sitting here fucking not doing shit.
2:30 on a Friday.
Making money for your family. Roasting those guys, the funniest goddamn shit.
They live stream that when they're doing that?
Do they do that?
Yeah, because I walked by the other day to drop some labor llama shipments off, and I walked by and they had up their fucking little GoPro and live streaming.
Bro, I could just like dress up as a fetus and be like, nobody asked me what I want. Just go up there. What? Because look, I'll go up there aggressively, and if one tries to fight, we'll fight. Like, you just get beat up by a guy in a weird looking fetus thing.
Local TikTok celebrity.
Think about like all the bad stereotypes that different races have. Black people's the only ones that fucking like rap about it. Like that's that's their song. They be like, yeah, I'll be out here spinning the block, killing people, selling drugs and shit. And white people were like, God, like, fuck, you're destroying the community. And like, which, listen, the rappers
that are singing about it aren't doing it.
Some are. Listen, if you're from Chicago and you just heard that, I'm not including you. St. Louis, the young kids coming up, they're about that life. But like when we were growing up, Lil Wayne, he wasn't a gangster. Rick Ross wasn't no gangster. 2 Chainz, none of these guys were fucking gangsters.
Tupac wasn't.
Yeah, Tupac, that motherfucker was in a ballet school, fucking in a fucking tutu, just like.
I mean, his mom was like in the Black Panthers, and like I mean, he had seen some stuff, but like he was not a gangbanger.
Yeah, he was not in them streets. Yeah. But yeah, that's the what, like if fucking country music is like, well, I hate black people and I love meth, like shit like that. Like they were just like fucking.
Well, I mean, David Allen Coe was that, but like.
Yeah, but people be like, if they were playing that every day, and then like the white kids that listen to it were like, I love this guy because he fucking smokes meth and he fucking It's like they're the only ones that's just like, black people are all out here gang banging and they're out here selling drugs and shit like that. And then black person gets on TikTok and they're like, no, we're not. Nuh-uh. You are racist and you are, what is it called? Profiling just because of my skin color. And rap's like, yeah, I was out there killing people and selling drugs and it was fun. And all the kids are saying that shit too. They're just like, rah.
No, but so this whole album, that's kind of what you had mentioned. What about this? Oh, that was all that's all fiction.
Yeah, it was out there. It was a drill shit. And then that interview, like the fucking the kids that are in it, like that do the crimes and shit. Because like it'd be like, so what made you? It's always like a white guy interviewing too. It's like, what gave you inspiration for the song? He's like, yeah, shit, I was fucking down there, man. I just spun it. You get back, you gotta lock that shit up. I was like, I don't like back in the day when somebody that we knew growing up, like they asked Lil Wayne, like, what inspired you for this, Lil Wayne? And he'd be like, young moolah baby, he'd be like, well, I just, you go to the studio, I just be out there spitting with my boy. They come in and like he's explaining to me about his day. I'm like, that's not gangster. That's not gangster. Rick Ross get up there and be like, we gotta afford all this stuff. We gotta, get in these mansions and shit like that. And then like you ask these kids that really like from fucking like St. Louis, fucking Chicago and shit like that who are out there living it. Them motherfuckers be like, fuck, I'll kill everybody. Y'all fucking why I snitch on somebody? I handle it right now. Like, I mean, you don't understand. Fucking, it was like, all right, fuck yeah. fucking all right.
This interview's done. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, right. And bro, it's always the skinny white kids too that are just like, and it's so fascinating the gang war that's currently going on, and then fucking like covering and shit, little UK kids with bobs and shit. But yeah, so it does make it a little bit more difficult. Like if we were to maybe push the black rappers who were like, hey, we don't like to do drugs, and I like walking through my community and helping old women cross the street. And everybody's like, shut up, Will Smith, you cuckold. You fucking, your wife beats you, shut the fuck up. Your rapping is lame as fuck. We want to hear these guys talk about selling drugs and killing people. And fucking that's all they rap about. That's it. That's the only thing. And then, you know, a white person will be like, oh, white lady's just like, well, I'm afraid that because they sell drugs and they're in gangs. Once again, they're like, we're not doing that. Who told you that? Hey, that's racism that told you. Nah, motherfucker, he just told me that off the album, the radio. I accidentally went to 102 Jams. I was surfing it. And a literal black guy told me that he's out here spinning blocks. I don't know what that means, all right? But then, hey, he was saying he sold dope. I understood what that meant. It's so funny when you think about it. It's the funniest goddamn thing. It's just like, nobody else does that. No other, well, actually, there's a type of, I don't want to get it wrong either, because, listen, I poke fun at everybody. I would not poke fun at the cartel, them some hardworking men, all right? Not doing that, but they have like a style of music where it is kind of like that lifestyle and shit like that. And then they have anti-cartel music too, which don't know why you would get into that genre if you are in Mexico. I'd probably avoid that one. Like, imagine there was just a specific genre of rap called just like anti-O-Block EBT fucking talking about like the thick of it in Chicago, which apparently I'm not up to date, but I heard that was over. They might be going back on again. I don't know. I'm not in the
See, all I can think
streets.
of is like the bluegrass and stuff that I listen to, and where they're talking about doing like meth and like all the like opioid epidemic, but they're not like bragging about
and
it.
It's not main
not
culture. Like it's not mainstream.
I mean, yeah, but like technically that rap is like more underground than it is like there's still plenty of rap that is on 102 Jams and like mainstream that is still talking about that, but like the real serious like actual murderers and shit like that isn't hitting like top 40 like #1 hits, is it?
Yeah, so what are you talking about? Like SoundCloud is like, so there used to be underground rap, okay?
Yeah.
And then, like, yeah, like shit, like SoundCloud was like, oh, anybody can. That's when people like started discovering motherfuckers off there. So now people want to discover somebody before everybody else gets on them. Like black people going through their little hipster movement. Look, we respect it. We've been through it too. All right, we're still currently going through it. That's why Starbucks is doing so well. But like they do that. Like they fucking. So now the motherfuckers popping off are either relatively new or just like they've been in the game they're just like undeniable, like your fucking Kendrick Lamar's, your Drake's and shit like that. But now, man, like the shelf life of just like a rapper being popular, like Roddy Ricch fucking came up, just fucking fell off. Baby came up, fell off. And then you got like the fucking the real motherfuckers, like fucking, King Von dies, FBG Duck dies. Like it's like,
but they had, like on the radio hits.
It's like fucking just cycling.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like, did they make the radio?
Nobody listens to the radio though. Like nobody, like that's just not I don't understand.
Well, like what would it be like Billboard, like #1
like 102 Jams
has like
shifted more towards like R&B and shit like that too. So, because like a lot of it you just can't play. Like a lot of the shit that is
well, yeah, when you have to bleep out like literally every other word and
some, which it's not, because people they harp on mumble rap too much, which even drill, like you can understand what they're saying. Mumble rap was just we don't know what that was. That was a
flash in the pan.
Yeah, that was a kid who got spanked and couldn't handle it and was like, I don't know how to make music, but what if I convinced everybody that the music that I don't know how to make is good, and we're just gonna do that. Weird time. It was a weird time in just American history, but after that, just everybody, it's very intelligible. You can understand everything. Honestly, I enjoy drill. But that's not my life though. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I listen to it. Sometimes I get hyped up a little bit, but then, I'll drive by a little thing and it'll be like, this Sunday, come to the fairgrounds to watch a little jousting event. And I'll be like, that sounds like a lovely time with the family right there.
Jousting?
Yeah, what a very nice evening that would be. And then I was like, oh, okay, I'm not gangster. But I just think it is a fucking hilarious concept that it's just like fucking, stop fucking stereotyping me and fucking stop. And it's like, yeah, I do all that shit. Like,
sounds like exactly like a Key and Peele like skit.
It is, yeah. Bro, I'm telling y'all, if I did stand up, I'd fuck the game up. But I love my family infinitely more than I like. Comedy is, I love comedy. I like movies. I like, writing stuff. I just like my family more, man. Like them more. I think this will end up.
Are you not going to read the last?
It was like a review. We'll do one more bit of advice, but shit, this has been a good one.
Yeah.
Been a thick one.
So the second one for this page, because Mike was going to delete this page and this would never hit the air, but it says, I want my reach around, Mike. Dear Mike and Dill Pickle. That was actually my nickname in high school or junior high.
I've called you Dill Pickle before because just like Dylan and Dill
everybody
Pickle.
called me that.
Oh, you should have been like,
I don't really care for it.
I said it, man, like, yeah.
I just let it die.
Just white people, though, we're always on it. Like, black people make it cool, and then we hear about it, and we're like, oh, shit. That is.
I'm going to use that.
Wait. That is fleek. Oh, God, I said it.
Isn't it on fleek?
Oh, yeah. It's on fleek. Look at that thought over there. I love white people. Listen, I love white people. I love black people. I love Mexicans. Yeah, we're just so... I think the human race is corny, bro. Like, we're just corny as shit, and we just can't accept. If we could accept how corny we really fucking are, we could really be just the innocuous problems we create for ourselves. If we could just be like, look, you guys are all ego-driven buffoons. Everybody, ego-driven buffoons. If y'all could just get over that and let's just have fun. Go play some pickleball, man.
I've not played pickleball. There's a court nearby. We should.
I think white people started that. That's the first thing white people started. That's why it's so popular.
We should go by the little pickleball court by my house. And
is it done?
I mean, it's just a tennis court.
It was like 4 squares.
It's like a smaller tennis court, but bigger than a ping pong.
I do want to start like I don't know. I don't like YouTube pranks, but I like being super serious when the time is like not needed for it. Like we're walking back to the car last night, and there was like a bunch of people on the dock.
So there's a bunch of people out there fishing at night?
No. Oh, this is just an annoying group of fucking teenagers. Oh. But they're on the dock. They have a boat, and they have the boat parked at the end of the dock, and they're playing on the dock. And I want to fish beside the dock. All right. Yeah. I want to bottom fish beside the dock. Some structure. It's the only goddamn structure I can fucking see. They keep saying, fish near structure, Mike. Where? Where's this structure? Are they building it under the water? Like, how do I find this? All right, so.
Your dad told you that?
No, YouTube. So, listen, I see all these people, and at first, Lithy wanted to be like, well, let's just like walk out and just like, and like act like we're going to chase them a little bit. And I was like, nah, because too many people own guns. Yeah. I don't think any of those guys do. But you don't
want to take the chance. That's
she was like, well, what do you want to do? I was like, oh, let's just be like, we're really upset. And I'm just like, fuck, we didn't catch a goddamn thing out there. And Lisa was like, I'm so hungry. I was like, well, fucking, Dad don't know how to fish. So we're just like walking back to the car being, that's what I like something that doesn't directly involve somebody. Like if you walk up to somebody and you fucking like snatch their hat off.
Something.
I love seeing videos of y'all getting shot. Love it. It makes my
fucking day. Like knocked wide open, like
chasing people. Like when you like you have YouTube videos that you chase people, and then I read it's like Alabama YouTuber gets shot and dies. Yeah. I'm just like.
Something right in the world.
One thing, and look, you guys know I'm a person that I don't like death. I don't like wishing for death. I do not like people exploiting people for profitable gain. Yeah. Which is why I can't stand true crimers, man. Because they're just like, I do it respectfully, and I make sure to honor the family by telling you to like and share so as many people see this so I can get all this fucking... As soon as you monetize something, it is no longer in the interest of helping other people besides yourself. Like, if you're coming from a helpful place. Like, if you're like, this family died and we got to really, everybody's been arrested and convicted.
So what about like...
All the secrets are over. Wait a second. We're going to do this video to keep the victim's name alive. And this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Like, no, it's not. Like, you're not doing it for people anymore.
So what about like the people that make movies based upon real life scenarios?
Those were the original dickwads. Like, though, everything's going to be based off something. There's not a unique fucking, like, murder mystery you can make right now that's going to be fucking unique to anything. So everything's going to be based off something. I just grabbed the last, there you go. I grabbed the last two, so. So nothing's really going to be unique. I can't stand Netflix doing it. That shit's so fucking...
They do it so fast, too, though.
Yeah,
like, it's, like, instantaneous.
Like, what happened to Gabby Petito? We saw it live! And then, like, they'll fucking push their little thing, but it's like, what if everything you knew about this situation was wrong? And then you watch the whole thing, and it was like, no, you were right the whole time. Right. Yeah. We just thought... we thought something could be different, but it wasn't, so...
Well, see, there's all these other things that it possibly could have been, and so we're going to take a whole episode to just pull that thread, and that's not actually what's going to happen, but it's going to keep you watching until the end of the fourth or sixth episode.
I swear to God, man. Like, imagine your child getting murdered, and then someone's just like, all right, spooky ghoulies, today we got a real scary treat for you, okay? So, what would you do if you came home to your child filleted and stapled to the wall? I couldn't even imagine. Like, if I saw that, I would probably faint. I would probably do that. But to make sure I don't faint, ice in the smelling salts, which brings me to today's sponsor. Bro, what? And like, they're like, yeah, this is good. This is good. Don't be racist online, okay? Don't be mean to people. Don't fucking, and it's just like, but exploit the dead, fucking. All the worst of humanity is that we don't focus on that. We focus on, well, we could argue and be mean towards each other. So I hate
Is this you shaking stick at internet right now?
Yeah. No, look, I have my old man shake stick at internet things.
Bro, we started with me and now we're finishing up.
I think mine is like an actual problem and yours is just like, if you just mind your business. Viral wouldn't happen. You sound like an old person that doesn't know what viral is. You just keep hearing about it. And you're like, look, if you want to avoid the viral, you just go on, you do your goddamn job, you go home to your family, you pray to God, okay, you take a shit shower and go to bed, okay? And viral won't come get you. It won't come get you at all.
I have a fucking life outside of my phone, and I don't need to...
But yours was more old man shake stick at internet. Mine was more of...
Old man shake stick at internet creator. Same thing.
And then like Mr. Ball's just like... stares into your soul.
The crazy thing is on Reddit, like it's any talk about podcast, it's always... What's the new like I need a true crime podcast, true crime. Like everybody, and I think it's mostly women because women love like drama. My wife will not watch a horror movie with me. Made up fake violence, terror, anything like that, will not watch it. But when you're talking about
the worst instances of women annihilating their whole families, and we will go through each and every detail about how they chopped up their kids and how much pain they felt
on the edge of her seat the whole fucking time for actual monsters, like real monsters.
These exist. Yeah, yes. This is not like there's a monster under my bed. No, those don't exist. It'd be like, Dad, there's a guy staring at me through my window. And then you're like, what the fuck? Like, those are, like, there's real monsters out there.
Like, families murdered, cut up into pieces, eaten, all that stuff. It's like, ooh, I gotta watch this.
We love it so much. And then you got, like,
what are you talking about?
Some fucking just gooner on the, you don't even know what that is, man. Mm-hmm. God, you are just so uncultured. Yeah. Jesus.
I'm an old man.
All right, so, look, I think I should get into this real quick. So, just to... Dylan teaches me how to be a responsible adult, so I could teach Dylan the ways of the internet. Okay, so Gooners are people who watch porn and they do things like they're really into masturbating, and they try to see how long they can masturbate.
Oh, like edging?
Yeah, like edge. Okay, so you know what edging is. Okay, so you're halfway there. All right, so I love I liked the Gooner memes as it was coming out. Then the kids who are only on the internet and they have like fucking mental disorders and shit like that, they really become enshrined in that. So that started this. We're going to talk about something different, so it'll kind of lead into it. It'll connect. Okay. So then you have the No-Fap community. God, I love Reddit. I go into No-Fap because if you this is what's so funny, bro. You can go to anybody on the No-Fap Reddit, and if they've been like, I've not masturbated for 5 months, they're talking like Gandhi in there. Like it's like they're trying to use words. It's like, I found my inner being. I found my purpose and shit like that. I was like, bro, you're lame as fuck. But that is also it's the Gooner community. That is also the No-Fap community. There's people that cannot not think about masturbation.
Oh, they're the same.
They're just they're the same. They're the same, and like they'll fucking talk shit about each other, but they're the same. They're the same fucking people. What's so funny too is with the No-Fap thing, and you get fucking people like Jake Paul and your fucking Andrew Tate's and your guys, and be a man, and you don't fucking beat your meat and shit like that. So as animals, if you look at animals in the wild, okay, once you stop mating, once you're not mating anymore, you die. Like your body literally like all right, it's time to fucking, we're not mating. It's time to just fucking die. And they're like, man, I feel healthier. I feel like testosterone and shit like that. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. But God, I got the testosterone. Everything is wrong with me right now, bro. If you cannot stop thinking about masturbation, if you are a Gooner or a No-Fapper, and it was like funny jokes, and then I got really thick. All right, into the war they were having, and I couldn't understand it either because it was like, it felt like you were hearing two sides of the same argument, and I was like, I don't understand what's happening. And then I got into I got enlightened actually. Which subreddit did I get enlightened on? Comedy Heaven. Okay, so I go to Comedy Heaven, and it's like it was a No-Fap post about a kid who was bragging in the family chat about how he had been sober for masturbation for 10 days, and everybody's like, fuck, that's nasty, bro. We don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, like your family
you should be proud of me. Like, I am transcending my goddamn life. And that's how they explain the connection of, it's people who are like chronically thinking about masturbation that are in these. And I'm like, wow, like I would have never, I was like stuck. I was just like, there's something here. There's a piece that's missing. That person was like my Da Vinci Code. Like he fucking put that for me there. And I was just like, now I know. Yeah.
They're the same, and just
if you want a good laugh, just go to No-Fap and just.
I've heard of like
go to the search and just type in like 6 months, 7 months, 1 year, and as it keeps going on, they'll be like, "Hello, fellow human beings. Today I went outside."
So is this no like getting off at all? So like you can't like hook up with a girl, or this is just
they do not
self pleasure.
I assume,
or they're just the people that don't get.
I assume this is the Hustler University people who didn't like. Where Andrew Tate's like, girls don't love you because they're whores and they're out here sleeping with everybody.
Well,
that shit's not adding up, then, brother, because they're sleeping with everybody and not you. It's because I have self-respect.
Well, and
they're whores and won't sleep with me. It was like, but you want to sleep with them, yeah, but they won't sleep with me because they're whores. So
wait, yeah,
none of it makes sense. Yeah, it's just the corny. That's what happens when you have the internet. Like, I should not have a platform.
But wasn't he the guy that like was talking shit about women sleeping with all the guys, but he would sleep with like
don't take care of his kids and shit like that.
Yeah,
he had women and
a shit ton of women, and that were.
And he's like, that's being a guy. Listen, and Andrew Tate, if you see this, like fucking. I don't want to fight you. Like, I just think your opinions are goofy, and you can think my opinions are goofy. He's a really good kickboxer.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. That's how he got famous originally. Was being
I do want to say I am from North Carolina, so we have a martial art here called
guns.
Yeah, projectiles. So I'm just we're all talented in different areas of martial arts. Okay, I'm just saying I'm from I am no more than 2 phone calls away from a rocket launcher at any moment. Seriously, we're from the South. Like, if I'm just like, fuck, like I need an AK.
7 degrees.
I need an AK-47 now. I am literally. Well, I'm technically. Yeah, I just call my brother then. I was like, hey, bro. And he'll be like, look at this modified monstrosity that I have. I'm like, damn, are you like at least gonna like shoot up like a shopping mall or something? He's like, no, it just exists here. I'm like, well, all right.
No, the cans are gonna get it.
Like, what are you using? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'll go shoot it sometimes. The ammo is really expensive, so I barely ever shoot it.
Yeah, it's only like $100 every time I take it out.
But. Right.
Title: I want my reach around Mike. Dear Mike and Dill Pickle. Dill Pickle is what caused this whole
whole thing. Yep. Yeah, but this is Mike and Hate Drum. Y'all are just gonna get like we're gonna talk about funny shit, so we can thumbnail this shit. Like we could put it in the what is this? AI Epstein and Gooners, bro. Yep. Who doesn't click on that?
Yeah. Dear Mike and Dill Pickle, I was planning to show up to meet y'all, but 2 hours into the 3-hour trip up there, I was T-boned and my car was destroyed. I am okay, and so is everyone involved. We have since gotten a new car and would love to see you all at the next meet, hopefully behind Waffle House this time. In all seriousness, kind of glad it happened because I was able to get my wife her dream car, but I'm still sad I didn't get to meet you guys, so for the love of God, please do another meetup. P.S. Love those man tits. Which tits? Like, I'm the one with my tits always out. You're the one that's
you're like a woman that's like, I'm so fat.
Well, my tits are always showing in my shirt. You're always wearing the hoodie because you don't want to do the fat pull.
You know, one time I tried to be real funny. My girl, Amy.
Yeah.
And was like, well, just jog a little bit, yo, B-Scal. And she was like, I was like, obviously you see the jug. She was like, yeah, I see it. I see it. And you're going to be like, this food tastes funny. Well, probably not because you eat it so goddamn fast. But yeah, I would try to, I'd do a little, but Amy can hold her own against me. Like, she'd be like, I'll do a little before each bite to see if you're tasting a little bit of Clorox. She is really good. She's like, and Lithy, bro, that like, don't talk shit because we hurt feelings. Yeah. I think I've told when I smoked cigarettes and her friend was like, oh yeah. Your dad, she was like, your dad, yeah, but your dad smokes cigarettes. And she was like, yeah, but at least my dad loves me. And I was like, ha! Like, oh, you can't do that. Like, you can. And I was like, well, he was like, well, when they're,
come on, bro.
Yeah, when she was like, but you said when they're bullying, it's no holds bar. I could talk about if they're fat or you just go for the easiest thing. And I was just like,
yeah, no, you're right.
Well, listen, look, for a minute, I lost my way and you helped guide me back on that track. Okay. You did that, okay? Because if I see somebody, look, I understand life's hard. You fucking talking shit to me, man? You guys, I'm going for it. Fucked up grill? Oh, God. There was one guy I argued with back in the early days of TikTok before I had popped off. I did a joke about something, and he shot a video in a room talking shit about me or some shit. It was like the fan was on, and bro had a grill. Like, it was just jacked. And I did a video back talking about how I will not, like, I'm not going to I'm not going to lower myself to talk shit to somebody. I'm not going to do that. Like, I obviously, like, I am a lion. I was using like all these. I was like, I am a lion, and lions do not concern themselves with the opinions of sheep and all this shit. And I had Nelly Grills playing in the background. Yeah. So it was like you
were roasting him, but like roasting him in a.
The only thing is like we as Americans, we are pretty stupid because 99% of people was like, well, I would have just talked shit about them.
I did.
Yeah. And other people were like, oh man, that's fucking dope. And then other people were just like, well, listen, if they're being mean, sometimes you need to stand up for yourself. Okay. You need to really talk shit to them. But they could also just not know what a grill is. I feel like if I say grill to anybody, they're going to know like teeth or mouth or whatever. Somebody will like try to talk shit to me. They'll be like, well, brother, your teeth are a little yellow. And I'm like, I fucking did drugs, smoked cigarettes my whole goddamn life. And literally,
I don't like to brush my
since 9 years old, I've been doing drugs and cigarettes. I'm lucky to have teeth, all right? And they're fucking straight. So listen, I have Dylan throw on the white light and we'll be good. He knows how to make them not look like that. So fuck you, buddy. But look, guys, we have fucking.
I think we're not at 3 hours, but we're probably in the 2 hour range now.
Oh yeah, I think we're definitely in the 2, but they wanted this and I don't smoke. So y'all are getting some shit, man. Y'all are getting some shit. We are. God, this was fun though.
I think this was our best one yet.
I just don't feel like compelled to get through something. So I think that's why I would interrupt so much. It's just like, I'm like, oh, well, we got to get to the point. You know what I'm saying? We got to do this. And I'm just like, bro, we're just going to talk.
Well, we might lose people for not going through a whole stack of advice, but I think actually it's probably like we had better conversation in this one.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely do the advice because the advice, like the dill pickle, that fucking started a conversation. But guys, listen, I'm not going to tell y'all to rate on whatever platform y'all have or to comment because y'all ain't going to fucking do it.
No, don't do it.
Two Daddies Judging Baddies did, though, because we had the little argument.
Yeah.
MADHD people were like, oh, first time?
Yeah.
That's the first time.
So cute.
The first time y'all seen a spat between Dylan and Mike, which is so crazy. I'm like, do y'all got, like, how are y'all with y'all's friends? Yeah. Like, y'all don't ever argue, never at all?
Well, both of us are so fucking opinionated. And, like, most of my arguments with you is because I'm like, you're just, like, so fucking stuck in this. Like, that's not really, like, there's something to, like, see.
And we called each other out, too. Like, you heard, like, the first thing, I was like, bro, it was old man shake stick it.
Yeah.
Like we do call that out, and sometimes like we get heated in that moment, but people will be like, oh, I just don't.
wish
You guys
Mom and
seem like
Dad
you would
wouldn't
never
fight.
argue. What do you think? We're just fucking all the time? Like, god damn, we're not objects. I'm glad you like to think that this is just all just peak sexual male activity, but look, people have feelings. All right,
Yeah,
we are very opinionated.
We have a relationship outside of this, like.
Sometimes you have stupid opinions like the fucking amniotic fluid. Well, they didn't get
dude, I could look up the fucking.
They didn't get layered in the amniotic fluid for 5 minutes before the nurse was like,
broski, like look it up.
I know you have people agreeing with you.
No. I'm saying like scientifically. I googled it this morning when somebody had mentioned something.
Because I saw that too.
It's literally through the birth canal. You do get like there's.
What I'm saying is that they agreed with you. All right.
No, they didn't. They agreed with you.
What did no?
Yeah, the amniotic fluid is.
That's
is
how
the
stupid
one
I am because I use so many big words. I'm just like they're agreeing with Dylan.
Like,
there's no way.
No,
that is.
They were agreeing with you, but like actually, I like just a quick Google search and it said like technically C-section babies are not as healthy. Can suffer from like not having a strong of immune system, like ability to not have allergies and certain things. Like there is something to be said about regular natural birth versus C-section. And not that I'm saying like C-section babies are bad, but there is something to be said about like the actual
I'm just
travel
saying
down
in the
the
1950s when Papa would slap you across the back of the head with the hands he had rings on and say, eat the goddamn food. I don't give a goddamn how itchy your goddamn throat is. Yeah. This was not a problem.
Yeah, no.
People were getting through it. Look, I think that honestly, if you start having a peanut allergy, and I'm gonna give you a medical advice right now, just stop it. Like, just don't.
Just quit having,
it's like anxiety.
Allergies.
It's like anxiety. Just be like, no.
Touch the grass.
Yeah, my body is a fortress. My body is. I hate people giving me
don't
like they give the same generic advice. They'll be like, well, you just breathe. I'm doing that. I'm breathing.
It's funny because like I did that my whole life.
Right? Yeah.
Stop that.
People are like, fight it.
Well,
like,
breathe deeper.
Dylan sees like when I fight, I'll just be like,
is he gonna go down?
Yeah.
Like, am I gonna have to like
I can't walk and shit like that?
Is he gonna crack his skull on the pavement?
He's turning on myself. But I've been to the city twice since not quitting smoking. Yep, nice. And both times no. It was like I don't know what's going on, but I think that. I don't know if it's like you got the nicotine in your body, the blood pressure's up, you're not dealing with like your actual emotions and shit like that. You're not like regulating. I don't know what it is, but it's been a fuck ton better. So we're actually I'm about to do this thing where I will, I'm going to do resistance training because you got to do weight training. I'm not going to get real into it because I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go like within.
You're just going to be healthier.
Yeah, like a 10% range of macros. I'm not going to really give it like my fucking all. I am going to do intermittent fasting just because like I have stomach problems, GERD and shit like that. So it is just good to not eat. But also I want to wake up and then just like hit an exercise bike for 2 hours at a conversation pace. That means I'm fucking just lackadaisically doing it while watching TV, listening to some music. So I want to try that out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm also doing the resistance training. So eating better and
it's never going to like not work. Like, yeah, the results may vary on what you get, but like it's kind of like you not smoking. That alone is healthier.
Right.
Like it just is. Like, and so it's not on, whether you have 6-pack abs, it's whether you're healthier.
Smoking is not healthier if you quit smoking and then you gain 50 pounds.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah.
But like technically the second that you do any sort of exercise, walk for a half mile, bike for whatever amount of time.
I want to make some fishing content, bro.
Standing up's fucking healthier than sitting down.
Tell me, man, we should do some fishing content.
Yeah.
We could do it.
Let's go ahead and wrap this so that I can go.
Fuck yeah. All right. Yeah. I don't know. If you want some advice, go to mikeanddylan.com. We might get to it later.
We'll get to it. We done?
Wrap it up. Yeah.
Later.